Adoption is the act of legally placing a child with a parent or parents other than those to whom they were born. An adoption order has the effect of severing all parental responsibilities and rights of the birth parents and transferring those responsibilities and rights to the adoptive parent or parents. Now that you know what adoption is, I'm going to break the adoption process down into 5 easy steps so you can adopt your very own child one day. First, consider whether adoption is right for your family. Do you have the financial means to adopt and raise a child? Are you comfortable with the possibility of raising a child of a different race, ethnicity, or cultural background? If you know other families who have adopted children in the past, you may wish to speak with them about what you can expect when bringing an adopted child into your family. Overall, you need to do a lot of research when preparing to make this decision because it affects not only you and the child, but those people around you as well. Secondly, once you have decided you wish to pursue adoption, you must decide what type of adoption you wish to participate in. Some of the most common types of adoption are as follows: infant or newborn adoption, which is normally considered a child under the age of 2. A toddler or young child, which is usually a child over the age of 2, but under the age of 12. You're one of those champion parents and wish to adopt a teenager, which in most cases is considered a child over the age of 12, but under the age of 18, of course. They are known to have a little bit more trouble adjusting to a new house, but they're a great addition to your family. Or if you're one of those really special families and would consider adopting a child with special needs, which can be hard on a lot of families, but if you can handle it, they can fill a void in your life that you may not even have realized was there to begin with. And of course, last but certainly not least, is international adoption. There are so many children around the world who need a loving family and a place to call home. If you can handle the language and or cultural barriers that you might face with international adoption, then this might be a great option for you. Now that you have determined what age group or type of adoption is best for your family, your third step is to pick an adoption agency. A New Beginnings adoption agency is right here in Boise and has been for over 50 years. They specialize in infant and international adoption. If you wish to get more information about them, you can call them at 208-939-3865. CASI Foundation for Children is one of the newest adoption agencies in Boise, but since they opened in 1992, they've helped place over 1,400 children with new families. CASI works with all types of adoptions, so if you still aren't quite sure, they can help you find that perfect match. If you wish to get more information, you can call them at 208-376-0558. The Idaho Youth Ranch Adoption Agency has 2 locations, one in Coeur d'Alene and one right here in Boise. They've been open since 1983. They work with all types of adoption and have one major advantage over all the other agencies. They're willing to work nights and weekends to help make the process as easy as possible for everyone involved. If you'd like more information, you can call them at 208-375-6923. LDS Family Services specializes in infant and special needs adoption. They come highly recommended by the Treasure Valley Adoption Council. If you'd like more information or even would like to work with them, you can call them at 208-376-0191. After you have selected an adoption agency, it's time to move on to step 4. It's time to schedule your home study. The home study is a process by which a licensed social worker will investigate the environment in which you will raise your adopted child. A social worker will investigate your home, as well as interview people that have frequent contact with the child, such as parents, siblings, aunts, uncles, that type of thing, dependent on your case, of course. From what I have found, most adoption agencies in Idaho require that you complete and pass your home study before they will allow you to come in and sign the paperwork finalizing the adoption process. So once you have passed your home study, your adoption agency will then ask you to come in, signing the paperwork, finalizing the adoption process. Your paperwork will then be handed over to a judge for review, as well as the 6-month wait period. In that 6 months, the adoptive parents or the birth parents may go in and ask that the adoption be reversed. This doesn't happen in a lot of cases in Idaho, but it is possible. That's why there is a mandatory 6-month wait period. Finally, we reach step 5. Your adoption agency will hand you the paperwork saying the adoption is finalized. You no longer have to worry that someone is going to come out and say, "I want my child back," because it's no longer their child, it's your child. It's finally the day that your family is complete. So all there's left to do is go get your pictures done, to make memories that'll last a lifetime, to laugh and play together as a family. Now that your adoption is final, your house may be a little more crazy than it once was, but I'll bet you'll never want to trade those moments because they're filled with the memories of the child that you've now adopted.